Great answer.
Regardless if they have $1 million or not. I want you to feel like it.
Okay, so talking about money, let's talk about money. How did you get the gig with Floyd Mayweather? I know how difficult it is.
Logan. Now he's fighting Deji. Is he broke? Is Mayweather broke?
Are y'all new here?
Yeah.
Is he broke?
Yeah.
He's broke.
You'll see reports. You mentioned 100 million for Floyd. The reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten 100 million for a fight, and not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year.
A former employee of Floyd Mayweather has claimed the boxing legend is broke, but hides it behind flashy displays of wealth. According to the insider, Floyd shows off money whether he actually has it or not, and constantly talks about being rich to protect his public image, even if his real financial situation is different. The former employee also suggested that Mayweather's goal is to make people believe he is always wealthy, regardless of what his bank account really looks like. These claims have gained attention, but they remain unverified allegations.
Specialized.
Great answer.
Regardless if they have $1 million or not. I want you to feel like it.
Okay, so talking about money, let's talk about money. How did you get the gig with Floyd Mayweather? I know how difficult it is for women to get jobs in male-dominated careers. I have a friend that is the only female licensed boxing promoter in the world, so I know some of the challenges you must have come across. So tell me how you got this gig.
Well, first of all, what a lot of people don't know, Floyd and I have been friends since 2001. And I used to work at a barbershop that he used to come to, and he already had a barber. So I think already, it was just something that was inevitable that was going to happen eventually.
Logan Paul has raised a question that many fans continue to ask. If Floyd Mayweather is still as wealthy as he claims, why does he keep taking part in unusual exhibition fights? According to Logan, these events often look more like easy paydays than meaningful boxing matches, leading some people to wonder if Floyd is chasing quick money instead of protecting his legacy. The choice of opponents and the lack of real competition have only added to the speculation that these exhibitions could be helping Mayweather deal with possible financial problems. Although there is no public proof to confirm the claims that he has settled his financial obligations, reports indicate the situation may not be fully resolved. According to IRS records, he still owes millions of dollars in unpaid taxes, creating a clear contrast with his public statements. Rather than being a small tax issue, the reported debt has fueled ongoing questions about his financial position. The difference between what Mayweather says and what the reported records show has led some critics to argue that his image of complete financial strength may not reflect his actual situation.
Imagine getting a letter from the IRS saying you owe millions in taxes. That is how Floyd Mayweather got knocked out by the IRS in 2022. Floyd had some issues with his taxes for the year 2017. The government checked his tax return and found a problem, so they informed him about it on February 2nd, 2022. He claimed a big expense of about $14 million that he says he paid for legal expenses. The government didn't agree with this expense and said it was a lie. So they said he owed about $5.5 million more in taxes because of it. They also said he had to pay an additional $1.1 million in penalties for making mistakes on his tax return. That was how Floyd got KO'd into the hot water with the tax authorities. Comment on the word free below this video, and I'll send you access to a free call where you can discuss your tax situation with the most experienced attorney and get the best possible recommendations in a few minutes. Make sure you're following so you can receive the link immediately after your comment.
From diamond-covered watches to a collection of exotic cars, Floyd Mayweather has built his public image around luxury and wealth. However, this constant display of expensive possessions has led many people to wonder what happens if that lifestyle becomes difficult to maintain. Over the years, Mayweather has closely connected his identity with visible signs of success, making luxury a major part of his personal brand. As a result, whenever questions arise about his finances, the focus on his lavish lifestyle only adds to the speculation that maintaining that image could become more challenging if the flow of money ever slows down.
I don't understand. Why the need to package these things Africans, black people do, packaging. They appear to be, why do you want to appear to be rich instead of be rich? I'm not into this. I mean, you just propaganda. He's just said he bought 400 million flats in New York, and none of them were real. Why do you feel the need to embarrass yourself like that? Just live your life and enjoy. Nobody cares how much Bugatti you got. Nobody cares about how much Ferrari or how much watch your watch cost, 18 million, whatever. Nobody cares. These are all liabilities. As soon as you buy the watch, you can't sell it for 18 million again. It's not physically possible. It's not an asset. He's gonna go bankrupt soon.
One of Floyd Mayweather's former exhibition opponents, Deji, shared his experience, saying he noticed moments where Floyd appeared more affected by public comments than many people would expect. According to Deji, a simple remark from a fan seemed to frustrate Mayweather, who responded defensively instead of ignoring it. Deji suggested that Floyd often feels the need to prove he is better than others, even in small situations, which he believes shows that public opinion still matters to him. While Mayweather's accomplishments are undeniable, Deji's comments suggest he may still seek validation alongside the admiration he receives.
I'm not asking how much, but did you get paid at least some of it up front?
Yes.
Okay. Because obviously Logan, when he fought, he keeps talking about how he still hasn't got anything.
Yeah.
And now you have fought him.
Yeah.
You got some of it at least.
I mean, I just have better, better manager, agent, all of that.
Although you may not have done it if Logan had just been paid, right? Like maybe you needed Logan to...
No, it's because it's like, remember when I fought Vinny Hackett?
No,
Yeah, true. No one at that event got paid.
Everyone apart from
You and Gibb, right?
Yeah, me and Gibb, we got paid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
shout out manager.
Yeah.
I don't know, can we say his name?
yeah, say name, yeah.
Shout out Lim.
Chiverano.
I like
Man like
Can we
Chiverano.
say-
Oh, really?
Oh my god, he's so fake and he's insecure as hell. And the thing is, I don't even care about saying all this stuff. Yeah, you're not gonna fight me, are you, bitch?
Okay.
He's so insecure. So let me just tell you like some things that happened. So this was the Dubai podcast. For some reason, he's just making these noises, slah, 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 to his whole team, slah, slah, and just doing, just making some weird noises. It made no sense. And then one of my fans said, "Hey yo, Deji, I flew all the way from the UK for this." And then he you don't have to respond to that,
No,
but he
don't.
responds being like, "It don't matter, man. You in Dubai now." Like why?
Like
Tensions grew when Logan Paul publicly announced that he was taking legal action against Floyd Mayweather over money he claimed was still owed from their exhibition fight. What began as a huge event reportedly ended with disagreement and accusations over unpaid earnings. The situation led many fans to question why payment would become an issue if Mayweather's finances were as strong as he claimed. The dispute also fueled speculation about his financial management, although the allegations remained part of an ongoing legal disagreement rather than proven facts.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking it to the court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, other
Yeah,
than
see you in
that-
the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
Oh my goodness.
In one of his most unusual public moments, Floyd Mayweather was seen depositing a large amount of money into a bank using only $1 bills. While the scene attracted plenty of attention, many viewed it as a dramatic way to turn an ordinary banking transaction into a headline. Critics argued that the stunt reflected Mayweather's focus on creating eye-catching moments and reinforcing his larger-than-life image rather than simply handling business. The display also sparked fresh debate over whether the flashy lifestyle represents genuine financial strength or is mainly part of the public persona he has carefully built over the years.
Money Man is getting ready. With Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas, we had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had Girl Collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, but whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl Collection. Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather has always been known for aggressively pursuing business opportunities, but recent claims have raised questions about some of his financial practices. Critics point to allegations of exaggerated earnings and disputes over unpaid money, arguing that these issues have blurred the line between smart business and questionable conduct. Some believe that instead of focusing on transparent, long-term ventures, Mayweather has relied heavily on hype and publicity to keep money flowing. However, these criticisms remain allegations and have not all been proven.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up. So Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
Floyd Mayweather has faced criticism over his involvement in cryptocurrency promotions after some of the digital coins he endorsed later lost significant value, leaving many investors with losses. Because of his popularity, his endorsements attracted widespread attention, and millions of dollars were invested in projects promoted by well-known figures like him. The situation led to accusations that he supported high-risk ventures for financial gain without enough concern for the potential impact on fans and investors. However, these claims have remained the subject of public criticism and legal scrutiny rather than definitive proof of wrongdoing.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like
we all know that.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager. Yeah. He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over. Yeah. The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does it.
You'll see reports. You mentioned 100 million for Floyd. The reports are 130. First off, he's never gotten 100 million for a flight. Not even remotely close. But there's reports of 130. Wow. There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year over Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is. And there's public companies they do business with. HBO would be one of them. Find an executive to back the claim. It's never happened and it won't be.
And how do you know it's bullshit?
He makes very good, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole...
Floyd Mayweather often speaks about earning enormous amounts of money from his fights, but some people within the boxing industry have questioned whether all of those figures are as accurate as they appear. Critics argue that without detailed financial records, it is difficult to verify claims of making hundreds of millions in a single night, leading to speculation that some numbers may be exaggerated to strengthen his public image. Mayweather also regularly describes himself as the greatest boxer of all time, and while confidence has always been part of his personality, some fans feel his constant self-praise overshadows his achievements. Rather than allowing his undefeated record to speak for itself, his repeated claims of superiority have divided opinion, with supporters seeing confidence and critics viewing it as a sign that he still feels the need to prove himself.
Well, I think I'm separated now. I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis?
Among the various legal disputes involving Floyd Mayweather, one of the most talked about centered on allegations that a Miami jeweler was not fully paid for expensive jewelry after delivering the items. The lawsuit added to other claims that have raised questions about his financial dealings, leading some critics to wonder why payment disputes continue despite his public displays of luxury. Mayweather has often responded to criticism by suggesting that people are simply jealous of his success, but critics argue that not every concern comes from envy. They believe some questions are based on the gap between his public image and the allegations surrounding his private business matters. It is important to note that these claims have been disputed, and allegations alone do not establish wrongdoing.
You always remember this. Jealousy, people jealous of you, comes with success. So anytime you're successful, people gonna be jealous of you. People not always gonna like you. It's the same thing like my job. I still go there and be at my best.
If you're doing good, they got something to say. If you're doing bad, they got something to say. So do what makes you happy. Because you see this jet, you see this private jet that we own? I got it because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. I made over $1 billion. You know why? Because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. Do what the fuck you want to do.
And the only thing we can do is take one day at a time. You know, it's all we can do. No one is perfect. Every day we strive to be perfectionists, but no one is perfect. I make mistakes. You know, I've said things that I shouldn't have said when I was younger. I've done things that I shouldn't have done when I was younger. I'm not perfect, but we live and we learn. That's a part of growing.
One of Floyd Mayweather's biggest financial claims was that he earned $350 million in a single night. While such a figure is not impossible, the absence of detailed financial records has led many people to question how accurate the claim really is. Supporters see it as proof of his success, while critics argue it adds to the larger-than-life image he has carefully built over the years. Mayweather's transformation from Pretty Boy to Money Mayweather was a deliberate branding move that helped make him one of boxing's biggest stars. The new persona brought enormous commercial success, but it also created constant pressure to keep proving his wealth and maintain the luxurious image that became a major part of his identity.
Now you got it. So they devised a plan. Go from Pretty Boy to Money. See, Pretty Boy loved to throw hands, but Money was a defensive specialist. In fact, he's easily considered as the greatest defensive boxer of all time. But that wasn't the only reason he changed his name. Look at that man's face. See, Mayweather was known to talk smack and aggravate people, but this made things even worse because now he's blocking and running away. So people was like, you doing all this talking, but you running. But as he's moving away, he's throwing in some hits here and there. And before you know it, when the fight's over, he lands so many more hits that he always wins. So people would always say, Mayweather, you boring. You not throwing hands for real. But his reply was always, nah, do something about it. So people lost it. They started paying to see him lose. But this strategy was none other than Muhammad Ali. He would talk so much trash that people would pay to see him lose, and they would get disappointed every time. So they would come back next time and spend some more money, but the only person winning is Muhammad Ali. So this turns Mayweather into one of the richest athletes of all time. Why? Because of his brittle hand.
Critics argue that if Floyd Mayweather were as financially secure as he claims, there would be fewer questions surrounding his business decisions. Allegations involving unpaid debts, controversial business partnerships, and claims that he exaggerates his lavish lifestyle have fueled ongoing speculation about his finances. Reports of a collaboration with rapper Tyga, along with disputes over expensive purchases that were allegedly left unpaid, have added to those concerns. Supporters continue to defend Mayweather, but critics believe these repeated controversies point to a broader pattern rather than isolated incidents. It is important to note that many of these claims remain allegations and have not been conclusively proven.
This is how Floyd Mayweather and Tyga might get away without paying $4 million in jewelry. So a lot of wealthy people buy assets or luxury items under business entities. This allows them to pay less tax while also having protection against lawsuits personally. In this case, Tyga and Floyd used a watch broker and some upfront cash to make the deal go through. But as the days passed, no payment was made on the balance that was due, and even their agent admitted they owed $4 million. So what these two did is they signed and paid to use in a business, and then before paying the full amount, gifted it to themselves on behalf of the business that bought it. Therefore, the broker can't go after Floyd or Tyga because they didn't buy it from them personally. A business that they may control bought it and then gifted it to them, but in this sense is completely separate. But what they did is how the rich get richer. Us in our daily lives have no protection from lawsuits, but as soon as you use a business, the laws completely change. So I'm not saying you should do this or that they'll even get away with this, but it's definitely an interesting way to get expensive jewelry cheaper.
That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates. Stay tuned for our next video. Until next time.